Hi everybody, I am Johari speaking before you all. Today I would like to talk about the difference between when and while. Now this isn't a rule, but typically we use when to introduce a short action and while to introduce a long action. For examples, when using the past tense, we usually use when and then the simple past. Also, we use while and then the past progressive. So, let's look at the whiteboard and let's look at examples. So, my dear learners and viewers, look at the whiteboard. First example, I was walking in the garden when I dropped my pen. Before going to the example, once again I would like to say here, when, what's the function of when? How does it work? When, it works as the short action. I mean, when introduces a short action. When introduces a short action. While introduces a long action. So, how does it work in this sentence as the short action? So, my dear students or my dear viewers or learners, I was walking in the garden. Okay, right now I am walking in the garden. So, once I was walking in the garden. So, when I was walking in the garden or while I was walking in the garden, that depends on the next part of the sentence. So, that is, I dropped my pen. So, my dear viewers, I was walking in the garden when I dropped my pen. How does it introduce? Of course, it introduces a short action. How is it a short action? I dropped my pen. Of course, look at that, there is a pen. Unfortunately, I dropped my pen. I dropped my pen. There is a pen. There is a pen. Unfortunately, whenever I am walking, whenever I was walking, unfortunately the pen was dropped, means I dropped my pen. However, so I dropped my pen, does it work or does this sentence introduce a short action or long action? Of course, you are right. I dropped my pen, this sentence works or this sentence introduces a short action. After when, the next part works or introduces a short action. So, first sentence, I was walking in the garden when I dropped my pen. Of course, that introduces a short action. That's why I have used here when. So, of course, you got the point. Why is when exact here? Next sentence, I dropped my pen. Second part has been used first time or as the first part. I dropped my pen while I was walking in the garden. Okay, in the same way, I dropped my pen while I was walking in the garden. While I was walking in the garden. So, what will be correct, when or while? I was walking in the garden. After while, does it introduce a short action or long action? Of course, you got the point. It works. This sentence introduces a long action. Okay, you got the point. That's why, thank you so much. And the next one, while I was swimming in the sea. Just when and while can be used in a different way. Can be used or can be replaced as the first one, as the middle one, as the last one, or as the second one. However, so while I was swimming in the sea, the phone rang. Okay, there is no phone unfortunately. However, when I was swimming in the river or pond or sea, the phone rang. The phone rang. So, what will be correct here? While. If I would like to use while or when, of course I should know the short action or long action. I was swimming in the sea. Is it short action or long action? Of course, you got the point. I was swimming in the sea, that is long action. But the phone rang, that doesn't introduce as the long action. However, it introduces the long action. That's why I have used here while I was swimming in the sea. The phone rang. And the last sentence, last example, I made dinner. Okay, I made dinner, my mother made dinner while you were sleeping or when you were sleeping. Of course, I tried my level best to make you understand what's the mere difference between when and while. That depends on the short action and long action. So my dear viewers, after while you were sleeping, is it short action or long action? Yes, you are right. That is long action because you are sleeping. You are sleeping. While you are sleeping, I made dinner or I made dinner while you are sleeping. That's why that is long action. Thank you so much. I hope you got the point. Right now, according to this lesson, I would like to give the rest of the examples. You can try. Just you can try. I would like to get the answer from you. Okay, first one, first example. What, where you doing? Okay, what were you doing? Dash. I was out walking all day, walking all day long. So it's my request to you all to find out the answer, how to solve that, which one is right, when or while. Okay, next sentence, next example, just try. And also you will you can comment more than once. Dash, they were young, they were young, they ran 10 miles. It's okay. So I think you all got the point. I have used here the comma. That is a comma between two parts of sentence. Okay, there are two parts of sentence. So my dear viewers, which one is correct? Which answer can be correct in the first sentence, in the first example, and in the second example? You can just think of yourself. Just few minutes. I think you are so worried. Oh my God, how to be possible to find out the answer? Okay, that depends on the short action and long action, or just progressive or progressive, past progressive. So what are you doing? If I would like to use when or while, what should be correct here? I was out walking all day long. Could you please tell me while or when? Which one is correct? Of course you are thinking of this sentence. How is it possible to solve the question? How is it possible to answer the question? Of course you are thinking so much. However, I do believe those who are well matured or those who got my classes from the beginning to the end, of course they can answer very easily. So however, is this sentence, I was out walking all day long, does it introduce a short action or long action? Yes, you are right. That is a long action. That is why I should use here while. While will be correct. While is correct. So what are you doing while I was out walking all day long? I can use here the question mark. Thank you so much. Next example. This is the final example. Could you please tell me which one is the right answer? Dash, they were young. Dash, they were young, comma, they ran 10 miles. So after dash, the sentence, how does this sentence mean, or how does the sentence mention? What does the sentence mention? Does it mention a short action or long action? Of course you are right, that means a short action. That's why the answer is when. The answer is when. You are absolutely right. So thank you so much. I hope you got the answer. what's the mere difference between when and while. Most of the students or learners, those who are the job seekers, academic learners or academic students, of course we face so many problems because there is the similar meaning. There is the similar meaning. That's why we are not able to identify the exact point between when and while. So today I hope you all are clear. Everybody is clear after getting the class. So thank you so much for your having patience. Inshallah, see you again. See you next class. Just for today, I would like to remain close. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.